Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Peaceful Challenge. Today we want to work on a peaceful specific farm again. We want to upgrade our iron farm. So the one here in the background, we have this one almost since the start of the server. It was one of the first things we built. But it's time to upgrade. So the one here did a very good job supplying us with iron, but recently we needed a lot of hoppers and we've also been building with iron blocks. It would just be nice to have a little bit more iron. So the one here in the back would supply us with around 150 iron ingots per hour, which is quite decent. So it's running 24/7, but faster farm would definitely be nice. So the problem in Peaceful is you can't use any hostile mobs to scare the villagers, which decreases the production of iron quite significantly. So usually a 3 villager iron farm, where they get scared by a hostile mob, would produce about 400 to 500 iron ingots per hour, and a peaceful farm only around 140 ingots with 5 villagers. But there's also a way to reach the higher rates in peaceful mode, and that is using projectiles to damage the villagers. The way we can use the mechanic with the snowballs is very simple. So all we need is 3 villagers. They need to have beds on the side, since they need to sleep in order to be able to spawn iron golems, but they no longer require any workstations. I think this was removed because there were always issues with villagers losing their workstations, and this still happens as far as I know. Maybe Mojang just gave up and removed the necessity for workstations so the iron farms wouldn't break anymore. And then we need, obviously, a way to throw snowballs at the villagers, a snowball dispenser. Then we just need to trigger this twice. It's twice. And then it shouldn't take long that we get an iron golem. Didn't work this time. Try it again. Yeah, there's the iron golem. Okay. So if we only hit the villager once, then I don't get one. If we do it twice, then usually it doesn't take long and we get an iron golem. Okay, so to make an iron farm out of this, it's quite simple. So we need the villagers, need to bring a lot of them into position. Then we need a spawning platform. And then we need to kill the golems somehow. So either flush them into lava or flush them into a nether portal and kill them in the nether with lava. Flushing them in the nether has the advantage that you don't need... if you have multiple cells, you don't need such a big setup to kill them. Alright, the only thing that we now need, of course, are snowballs. We need to supply the dispenser with snowballs somehow, and a distribution system. So we're gonna have multiple of those villager cells, then water streams and hoppers supplying the dispensers here. And of course we also need to make sure that no golem could spawn on spaces where they shouldn't. So in order to get the snowballs, you can actually reuse the machine from last time, just on a smaller scale. So here we got one from last time that was producing about 250,000 snowballs using the iron golems here. And TNT to blow up the snow layers. Did I say iron golems? Snow golems, of course. Okay, so this way we can get lots of snowballs. Just need to build basically one of those units. That already is 40,000 snowballs per hour, which should be plenty. Alright, so yeah, all we need to do is put everything together. Glotz actually wanted to do that, so he'll build the farm up in creative, and then we just need to build it up in survival. placing the blocks of the iron farm was the easy part. Now we had to get the villagers in. We got those villagers because Helga was breeding them a couple of days ago, so everything was already prepared. The plan we had in mind to get the villagers in was to let them pathfind at nighttime to their beds. So we would build some bridges out of netherrack and they would pathfind there on their own. But unfortunately, we had some issues with carpet and pathfinding. Let's check that out.
There's already one in there. Pick another one.
Okay, here's one cell full.
Nice.
Oh, they're coming. Is it too dumb to get into the bed?
Yeah.
Because there's wool on top?
Shouldn't
No.
They
be.
need to be totally beside
Yeah, it
the
is.
bed. Yeah.
Oh, I have to push them a little
Big-
bit, then it works.
Oh, okay.
Fun with villagers.
You need to have
Okay,
really
here
silly
now.
music in the background.
Fun. Yeah, they just really don't come over to this side, eh?
Yeah, they just stop at one side and are like, oh, I came from here. Why can't I get over there? Or is it because of the carpets?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, usually the carpets are placed after the thought and
Oh, boat. Hey, I did it!
Yay!
Sort of. Oh,
then it starts snowing.
Oh no. They used the netherrack. Oh my god, they're just falling down at one place.
Are they not going to the right location?
Oh, they're going now outside and back to the village. That's them
wait, why are they?
they look like.
God. Now they're just stuck in a slightly different spot.
Oh! Here's one full.
Nice.
Two,
Oh! Okay,
three.
wait, the carpets are stopping their pathfinding. Yeah.
So now it's
What?
For the
morning, we
next-
can't.
No. As soon as I destroyed one carpet, it immediately got into a bed like 3 blocks away. And then of course they all woke up.
Oh!
Yeah,
isn't that like
if
a
we just
problem
break
with
some
carpets?
carpets, I'm sure this will actually go a lot faster.
'Cause they think
Yeah,
they can
usually
walk
the,
As long as
the
they're-
beds
Yeah.
are placed last and then the carpets on top when they're in the beds.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. So for the
So,
next night, remove the
next
beds
night,
and
They'll
the
move
carpets.
the
and then,
carpets,
okay.
yeah, and then they'll pathfind properly, and this will
Yeah.
actually go faster.
I just want to check last night if it's actually really just the carpets, and if other than that it works fine, then this would be a good alternative in general.
Okay.
I think it really is just the carpets, because as soon as I broke, like, so Gloss, if you come over here, I'll explain.
Can you replace the carpet with a block?
So the villager was stuck here. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
I can just watch in free cam.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, so the villager was stuck like right here, and I broke this carpet,
Mhm.
and it got into this bed, like instantly.
Immediately, okay.
What if we place glass blocks
Yeah.
instead of carpet above the bed?
Well, I don't know. That's just what I did last night, and then they all got out of the bed instantly because it was morning. But
If it's glass, they would at least not attempt to walk
but
over
I mean,
it
breaking
with
this
the
carpet and it getting into this bed means that's the issue, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
they're trying to pathfind and the carpets are breaking it.
yeah, replacing the carpets with glass would also be an option.
So why don't we do that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Once we swapped all the carpet with glass blocks, the villagers didn't have any issues with pathfinding anymore. It was just a matter of bringing the villagers near their bed. Alright, so the iron farm is finished. Let's turn it on. Right. So, should we turn it on?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
That's your farm.
Yes.
Diona. I best go in free. Oh! Villagers are woken up.
There we go.
Oh, they go back to sleep afterwards?
Yeah.
Does this also work at nighttime?
Completely. Yeah, it works 24/7.
Right.
Should we go over to the nether side and see
No,
the
wait, I
golems?
actually want to see them spawning. I missed it. Was
Oh,
looking at
you
the
just missed
villager.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every 35 seconds, I guess. You get hit?
Yes, I think it was 35, yeah.
Oh,
There it goes.
shot.
And
Oh yeah, here they come the
Oh,
golems.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whole batch of them. Awesome. And we get new snowballs.
Yeah.
Neat. Okay, let's go to the nether.
Let's see.
Probably also best to free cam this.
Yeah, probably. So useful for that.
Mm. Ooh.
There we go.
Oh, that's crazy. It's also nice that they get pulled out of the portal with the lava. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually neat.
Yeah. And there we go.
Mm-hmm.
In just those few seconds, we already got 24 blocks of iron.
Yeah, 26, yeah.
27, 28. Okay, I guess we'll just keep it running for a while and come back later.
Yeah, so the storage is a bit small. It's gonna fill up in less than a day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that means we don't need to run it for that long. Because I mean, when do we need 6 double chests full of iron blocks for a build?
We'll see.
For hoppers mostly.
Alright, so the new iron farm produces 8,200 iron ingots per hour. Whenever we'll need a huge amount of iron on short notice, that's the way to go. I'm even thinking about removing the iron farm in the spawn chunks now, since it's used about 2% of the server performance, which is not really necessary since the other iron farm can supply us with enough anyway. But I don't want to still keep it running, since it's also not a big deal. Alright, so got one more thing to show. Whenever I have some time in the evening, I'm working on crafting systems. It's quite relaxing. We already have one for chests and hoppers. I made another one for repeaters and comparators. So those crafting recipes are quite similar and they require almost the same type of materials. That's why I even managed to make a system that uses the same crafting table to craft both recipes. So here in the back there's a storage for items that will be used to craft it. We don't have any quartz in there, but yeah, we need stone, we need redstone dust, at least for the repeater, and redstone torches, and some quartz for the comparators. So there's a switch we can activate, and depending on which the mode we have activated, we will power those droppers in a different order. There's just some redstone around. Yeah, so basically here, this comparator mode, and then there's also one for repeater. It's probably hard to see and hard to explain. Basically, we just power those droppers in a different order. They would shoot the items into the hoppers in front of them, which are then put into the crafting table. Also have to use some dummy items, so those are the redstone blocks here. Anyway, so I added a lot of safety features and convenience features to the whole crafting system. That's why they usually become that huge. So there's indicators for the fill level of the whole system. Then we use one shared storage. You can also put that in. So we only need to put in blocks of redstone and logs here, because it automatically makes sticks out of that. I'm just filling this up, so there's item elevators. They would bring up, for example, the redstone blocks and just directly put into the crafting system for redstone dust. Also, what was important for me of this crafting system is that we, for example, don't fill up this entire double chest here of redstone dust. So there's a fill level indicator that stops requesting any additional redstone. So as little redstone as possible is stored inside of the system at all times, so we don't waste too much of that. Okay, so I'm just waiting for more items to arrive here, so we can actually try it out. Shouldn't take too long. Okay, we have now all the items in stock, so that means we can start crafting. In case we run out of some item, it would also automatically stop the whole crafting system. Okay, let's make some comparators. Okay, so we also have a crafting table that makes the redstone torches. So basically every time we use up some of the redstone torches, basically measure this with the comparator here, it would start a mechanism at the top that would craft more redstone torches. Okay, I think the most interesting is probably just looking at the crafting table where the actual crafting happens. Redstone blocks are the dummy items that we take out again. Then we can take out repeater. There's a lot of items here filled in chests, etc. below. To make sure we can only take out the repeater or comparator. Okay, I'm gonna stop this for a moment. And then I can switch to repeater mode. You can also see that. Okay, let's turn it back on. Now it's using the same crafting table to make repeaters. It's a bit easier because we don't need any dummy items. So you can just put them in order and then take out the repeater directly. Okay, so the system isn't really fast. I think we get around 700-800 repeaters or comparators per hour. But it's super convenient. That was the main design point I had in mind with making this. Okay, so let's build this up in survival and hope it works. There's a lot of redstone. It needs to be exactly right. Okay, this would actually start it. Hopefully stuff will work. Yeah, it looks like it's making redstone torches, from what I can tell.
Okay. So
If I
we
follow
should
this
start
path-
getting...
No, it's gonna. There's always gonna be like 45 redstone torches in stock. If it falls below that threshold, it's making more. So I'm just gonna wait until
Okay.
we reached it, and then we can probably flick the lever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the good news that this system is working with the minecart and the fast redstone torch crafter.
That's good.
So yeah, if we turn it on, then
After
we're in clock mode.
Yeah.
Should we maybe switch to repeater mode first and also try that out manually?
Yeah. You first want to switch the hopper? Or is
I
that...
think that's, yep. Cat hopper is fixed. But I need to climb out of
Okay.
that again. And can you switch to repeater mode?
Switch.
Okay, so this went down. I'm gonna check in the back real quick. The quartz check. So the block got pulled out. This, yeah, it's supposed to be like that. Okay. Then I'll manually put in the item, and we should get a repeater. Just making a torch. Just making torches.
Yeah, but it crafted a repeater.
Alright, so the repeater and comparator crafter is working now. It's always a huge relief if a complex contraption is working in survival. So we have some repeaters already crafted here, and at the moment I'm crafting more comparators. It's not too much, because we're still very limited amount of redstone we have available. This is one of the most annoying things at the moment about playing peaceful. Every piece of redstone dust has to be gathered manually somehow. So we don't have a witch home available that would produce it automatically. We either have to use the tunnel bore, or we have to trade with the clerics. And yeah, we also don't have too many clerics, so we can only trade with 12 of them. But that's something we want to do in the next episode. Work on a better trading setup to get more emeralds and also trade more redstone. So getting maybe 100 clerics instead. Since we already have all of those brewing stands from raiding the end cities, we can definitely do that now. Alright, this is, by the way, the new wing we added to the main storage. We already have the Nylium farm here. So here's the main storage part. You can also expand here to the side if we want to. Maybe add little farms or crafting systems. So I still plan to add 2 more crafting systems. So we already have repeater, comparator, chest, and hoppers. I also want one for dispensers and droppers, and maybe observers. Maybe a similar machine to this one here, where I only use 1 crafting table. And then I want a piston crafting system that could maybe be a bit faster. Right. Then one more thing I can show. So we already added a bulk storage part to the main storage a couple episodes ago. This got expanded now, so we can also now store wool directly here. One slice for each color, and also concrete. This was the expansion. Quite convenient. Before you always had to go through the chest with the mixed items, and we just have so much wool and concrete by now. It was definitely time to add a bulk storage part to this. So far the storage is still holding up, so it was actually a good decision for the series to have this type of storage. Don't regret it at all. It's pretty good. Alright, so that's it for this episode. Thanks guys for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.